Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Last week, I was reading from Dr. Maxwell Maltz's internationally best-selling classic, Psycho-Cybernetics. And in the chapter on relax and let your success mechanism work for you, Dr. Maltz gives us 5 rules for freeing your creative machinery. Why is that important? Because if you want to change your life, if you want to transform your thinking, your feeling, the results that you have in your life, if you want to go after something that you really, really want, you have to believe that it's possible for you. And if you're running the same old programs in the same state of being, stressed, worried, anxious, trying to get everything done, going faster and faster, you end up just reliving the same life, the same day, the same year over and over and over because it's a pattern. And in order to change your results, you have to change the pattern. And before you can do that, you have to relax. You must get into a state of well-being. First thing in the morning, instead of opening your eyes and feeling dread and anxiety and worrying about what's going to happen, your brain actually programs you to live the same day over and over because it wants to keep you comfortable. It wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep you in line, being the person that you've become in your comfort zone. But being in your comfort zone is not going to allow you to break out and become the best version of you. Your subconscious mind, the programs, the patterns that you've been living, your brain actually predicts the future. There's all kinds of scientific proof that says we become what we think about. And your brain is kind of on autopilot most of the time. You're just performing the same things that you've always done. And that means you're going to predict that you'll end up with the same results. So if you decide that you want something different, you actually have to relax your body and train it to create the belief in what you really want. So in Maxwell Maltz's book, Psycho-Cybernetics, the 5 rules for freeing your creative machinery. Number 1 is to do your worrying before you place your bet, not after the wheel starts turning. What does that mean? You decide what you really want. Pick something, anything. A beautiful home. What does that mean for you? For some people, it means a gigantic monstrosity of a home on a golf course or on an island or on an acreage. For some people, it means a, a tiny house beside a beautiful lake in nature. So you need to get clear on what is it that you really want when you say a beautiful home, a house. Is it a modern penthouse suite? What does your ideal home look like? Maybe you're living in your ideal dwelling place already, and maybe it's a different kind of work. something that frees your soul, something that's purposeful, something that you love and you get excited about. Imagine jumping out of bed excited for the day ahead because you have purposeful work to do. You love your life and you can't wait to get started on today. Maybe you've spent a lifetime working. You enjoy your work, you enjoy your home, you enjoy your life, and you want a different relationship with your family or your lover. You want something different. Well, you have to train yourself. What does that look like? You have to get clear on the picture. If that was my life, what would I be doing? Where would I be living? How would I be feeling? And you have to get into the feeling so that your body starts to get trained into the belief that it is possible, it is yours, it's here, it's now. You can practice that. Just like if you were going to go on a trip, you might wake up excited. You might not sleep because you're so excited. The plane is leaving in a few hours, and your body is filled with excitement in anticipation. But that feeling, that racing heart, the churning stomach, the excitement, it also feels like if you were worried about something, if you have test anxiety and you're going to write an exam this morning, or you're going to court and you're worried about the outcome, that feeling throughout your body, the stomach churning, the heart beating, that nervousness feels the same, anxiety or excitement. So you want to recognize that your body kind of just physiologically acts like you're scared or you're worried, or today you're predicting that something terrible is going to happen. What if you predicted that the love of your life or your dream home or your purposeful work, the joyful experience, how would it feel if you were excited knowing that today was the day? If you're already at the destination, if you're already in your dream home or on the beautiful vacation, you can trick your body into believing that it's already there. And when your body believes that you already have what you want, it's just comfortable, it's at ease, it's done. So in order to see what you really want, you have to practice feeling what it would be like. You have to understand that physiologically your body is predicting the future. So if you already had what you really wanted, wouldn't you just be calm and living it and already taking it for granted? You might celebrate the success, you might have other people celebrate with you, but then now that's your life. You don't have to worry, you don't have to doubt. You would just know it would already be here. So when you think about what it is that you truly desire and visualize it, picture it in your mind. You want to train your body physiologically, emotionally, that this is true. It's your life. It's real. It's yours. What would it feel like? And not worry that it's not here yet, not worry whether or not it's going to happen, not get stressed about could it really be possible? Decide where you're going and spend a few minutes getting into that feeling as if you're already there. No anxiety, no fear, no doubt, no depression, no worrying. It's done. It's here. Get into that feeling of well-being, and that builds the faith, and you can create whatever you want, but you have to relax and allow it. Allow what Dr. Maltz calls your success mechanism, the program inside of you to work, to create. He also tells us, so you have to relax and get into the feeling as if, and then form the habit of consciously responding to the present moment. So live your life in the now. You've taken the time, I hope, to write down what it is that you really desire. Get clear on the picture. Design your dream home or choose what you're going to feel like when you're living happy, respected, loving, joyful relationships. Picture yourself where you want to be. Write down whatever it is, the purposeful work, the relationship, the money goal, whatever it is. Choose it as the destination. And then let go of the outcome, because the universe will conspire to bring it all together. And sometimes what you live is better than what you predicted, what you planned. Don't limit the universe by saying, I want $1 million. Understand that the universe responds to your feeling, who you are, not what you want. So if you really wanted millions of dollars, it's not the money, it's what you would do with it. Where you would be living, where you would be traveling, what kind of a financial legacy would you leave for your family? But what would you be known for? What would people say about you? That you lived with generosity and integrity? It's about how you made them feel. So when you're done your dreaming and you've set your goal, then form the habit of consciously responding to the present moment. Don't have fears about the future. Don't worry about the past, because the past is the past. You can't do anything about it. You can only take action in the now moment. And when you take action in the now moment, in the feeling of well-being and ease, you make conscious decisions to move forward with the information that you already have, knowing that everything is always working out for you. Sometimes the universe sweeps away what's in your life in order to allow something better to come in. Stay alert. And what can you do now in the present moment that will allow you to get one step closer to your destination. The third rule that Dr. Maltz gives us is try to do only one thing at a time. Often we try to do too many things and we end up missing something. You can't really multitask. Although most people think they're multitasking, that's just your brain divided attention, going back and forth rapidly between two tasks. Focus on what you're doing. When you're relaxed, when you're free from feelings of hurry and anxiety, you're able to concentrate and think at your best. Just like the lesson of the hourglass, if you think of an hourglass with the sand running through the bottom of the glass, the hourglass, the sand that's at the bottom is like time that has already passed. And the sand at the top of the hourglass, we have no idea how much time we have. The grains of sand that are flowing through at the center, one at a time or a few at a time, that's the present moment. That's all we have right now. So Maxwell Maltz says the hopper to your success mechanism can only handle one job at a time, just as a computer cannot give the right answer if three different problems are mixed up and fed in at the same time. Ease off on the pressure. Stop trying to cram into the machinery more than one job at a time. So you can have many goals, but concentrating on just one at a time will help you accomplish more, far more than attempting to focus on too many at once. He says, get the fire of desire started within, being single-minded about one goal, and the flame will naturally spread to the other goals without you forcing it. And if you've been wrestling with the problem all day without making any apparent progress, sleep on it. Try dismissing it from your mind. This is the fourth goal. Sleep on it. Put off making a decision until you've had the chance to sleep on it. Remember that your creative mechanism works best when there's not too much interference from your conscious mind. The you who says, who thinks, the you who is trying to force outcomes. In sleep, the creative mechanism has an ideal opportunity to work independently of conscious interference if you have previously started the wheels turning. Maxwell Maltz says, remember the fairy tale, The Elves and the Shoemaker? The shoemaker found that if he cut out the leather and laid out the patterns before retiring, little elves came and actually put the shoes together for him while he was sleeping. Many creative workers have used a very similar technique. Mrs. Thomas A. Edison has said that each evening her husband would go over in his mind those things that he hoped to accomplish the next day. Sometimes he would make a list of the jobs that he wanted to do and problems that he hoped to solve. Sir Walter Scott is reported to have said to himself whenever his ideas were not gelling, never mind, I shall have it at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Vladimir Bekhterev, the Russian neurologist who is considered to be the father of objective psychology, said, It happened several times when I concentrated in the evening on a subject which I had put into poetic shape, that in the morning I had only to take my pen and the words flowed, as it were, spontaneously. I only had to polish them later. Edison's well-known cat naps were far more than mere respites from fatigue. In The Psychology of the Inventor, Joseph Rossman said when stumped by something, he would stretch out in his Menlo workshop and, half dozing, get an idea from his dream mind to help him around the difficulty. J.B. Priestley dreamed 3 essays, complete in every detail: The Berkshire Beast, The Strange Outfitter, and The Dream. Frederick Temple, an Archbishop of Canterbury, said, "All decisive thinking goes on behind the scenes. I seldom know when it takes place. Much of it is certainly during sleep." You know, if you relax and allow your subconscious mind to work, it will come up with the answer. If you are using a lot of your conscious attention and trying to force yourself to think into becoming the version of you that has your goal, you're never going to attain it. You have to relax and let your success mechanism work for you. So take a deep breath in and relax your body, allowing yourself to see in your mind, what is it that you truly want? You can set an intention, but then don't worry about how it's going to turn out. Imagine yourself happy. Imagine yourself successful. What does success mean to you? It goes beyond physical health, it goes beyond financial wealth. What does it feel like to be happy, to be healthy, to be enjoying your life? You must embody that. You must get so deeply into the feeling and then get on with your day, and your subconscious mind will look for ways, look for patterns of that vision that you hold in your mind, in your heart. Because when you're passionate about your goal and you believe that it's possible, the reticular activating system in your brain will show it to you in physical reality. Your life is run on patterns. So when you pattern your brain to visualize every day that beautiful goal that you have, and you relax and you carry on with your work, whatever you have to do today, and not worry and doubt that your dream is going to come true. And sometimes it comes true without you even realizing it. What have you already got in your life that you dreamed about? Maybe at one time you dreamed about the house that you're currently living in, or the job that you're currently doing, or the relationship that was once just a dream, and now you're married or you're in the job that you always dreamed about. Be grateful for what you already have, because what you have is based on your past thinking and feeling and doing. When you decide that you want something, write it down, practice thinking about how consciously what it is you want, but then get so involved emotionally. Every cell of your being is in alignment with what that would feel like, how healthy you are, how wealthy you are, how joyful you are. As you get into that well-being, as you embody your goal already done in your imagination, in feeling it in every cell of your being, practicing what it would be like. Then, as you start to write, ideas come to you. As you feel into your goal already accomplished, your subconscious mind will start to bring people, circumstances, resources to you that you never saw before. Opportunities come out of the blue, but you have to be relaxed and at ease and confident enough to do what you need to do to take advantage of those opportunities, to become the person that has the goal that you are in love with. Don't jam your creative mechanism. Go to sleep with the picture in your mind. Go to sleep in the knowing that it's already yours. And when you wake up in the morning, you'll have an idea or it'll be done. It's already yours in your mind, in your heart. The last step is the physical experience. Give thanks for it already here and watch how quickly it shows up in your life. Create a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. Thank you.